Hello, so today I want to share a few thoughts about iron tablets, ascorbic acid, and the Bible. So this last week I was sent a text saying I need to get my iron tested with a blood test. I haven't had my iron tested for quite a while, but I do have problems with low iron, so I have been taking iron mounts every day to try to keep my iron up. But as soon as I had done my blood test, I got sent a message saying that a script had been sent to the pharmacy for iron because my iron was quite low. It wasn't as low as it has been in the past, but it was still getting low, so I need to get some iron tablets. But I was thinking our iron tablets are a little bit like the Bible. Like food is also like the Bible, we need it, but also iron as well, because if you don't have enough iron, you can feel very tired and you can be more weak than usual. So if we're a Christian and we don't read our Bibles very often, then we're not going to be very strong in our faith and as a Christian. So we need to read often. But I also got given this ascorbic acid, which helps you to absorb the iron, because it's one thing to take iron, it's another thing for your body to absorb it. So I was thinking about with the Bible, we can read it and yet we can kind of forget about it afterwards and not actually absorb it. So I wrote down a list of ways that can help us absorb what we read in the Bible. So one way is to pray for God to open your eyes. So there's a prayer in Psalm 119, open my eyes that I may see wondrous things out of your law. So when we read the Bible, we should pray for God to open our eyes and show us things that we can learn from it, because God is the author and he can help us understand it and show us what we can learn from it. And also we can make the prayers that we read our own, like in Psalms. There are a lot of different prayers that the psalmist prayed. We can pray those prayers personally for ourselves, and we can also pray about the other things we read, like for example, we've been reading through the story of Esther, so we've been praying that we won't be proud like Haman and things like that, just making what you read into a prayer for your own life. Another thing is to read out loud if possible. I definitely concentrate a lot more if I'm reading it out loud. And if possible, have a quiet place to read, which is not always possible, especially if you're a mum. But if you can, then that can help you at least concentrate better. Another one is to write out a verse or write out a few verses. So when you write down Bible verses, it can help you think a lot more about it, because you are thinking about it more slowly than just when you read it. So writing verses is a way to help you absorb it. Another way is to ask questions. So you can ask a question, what can I learn about God from these Bible verses or from this chapter? What lessons can I learn, especially if you're reading stories about people? You know, what mistakes did they make? What did they do right? Or is there a command that I need to obey, a promise that I can trust in, or a truth or a warning? Another way is to sing scripture, so either singing Bible verse tunes or songs that are based on scripture. A lot of the old hymns are based on scripture. Another way is to memorize it. Another way is to put a verse where you can see it, like in your kitchen or on your fridge, or like in your diary or your to-do list or whatever. Another way is to teach it. I definitely learn a lot when I teach the Bible, because it kind of forces you to absorb it. Another way is to do a word study. So like if you have a verse, to look up in the dictionary what different words mean, and it can help you think more about it. And looking up antonyms and synonyms of words from Bible verses can make you think a lot more about it as well. And another way is to color it in. So I make up kind of coloring verse sheets for my Bible class whenever they have a new memory verse to learn, and they color it in. But yeah, coloring in verses is another way to absorb it. So it's very important to read our Bibles. It is our iron and it is our food. I met a guy once who said he was a Christian, but he didn't read the Bible, or he didn't have a Bible, which, yeah, how do you live with no food? So yeah, we have the privilege of having our own Bible, and we should make the most of it. But also we need to absorb it as well. So those are just some ideas to help you absorb it.